Can you tell us a little bit about what you're doing in Hyde Park today?
I've come to Let Women Speak by Kelly J. Keane, and I'm part of Let Women Speak movement, and I'm here to fight against this gender ideology, and I don't believe in true trans either.
What kind of impacts is ideas like true trans and gender ideology having on the lesbian community?
Well, for me, I'm an older lesbian, so I'm really pissed off for younger lesbians. I came out into a world where we only had to deal with gay men, really, in this sort of comradeship, and now we're having to deal with straight men who are calling themselves lesbians.
Yeah. What was it like back in the day? You say you've been around for a while. Were you around during the sort of height of the second wave where women and lesbians had a lot of spaces and a lot of things built by lesbians for lesbians?
And because I came out in the early 80s, I just sort of assumed that that's what it was like. And really, when I look back, well, it was lesbian clubs and lesbian bookstores and lesbian this and lesbian, I used to go to lesbian camps up until a few years ago. Sometimes women in tune camps, but mainly lesbians. So I was just so lucky to just be able to have my whole last, 4 decades being around women and mainly lesbians.
Yeah. So you talked a little bit about lesbian festivals. We know Mitchfest quite famously was shut down by trans rights activists because they wouldn't let men who identified as women into the space. Do we have anything similar in the United Kingdom that people might not know about?
Well, yeah, we did. We had a Women in Tune in Wales that got shut down because women didn't want to end up... We always had women on the gates, but the thing of men identifying as women and men identifying as lesbians started to be a thing, and nobody wanted to combat it. And also, it's not quite against the law yet, but it was getting a bit... It's not like Australia.
Yeah.
So we had that, and we had a women's surf camp, but then kind of lockdown... I know, it was so good. Just all these lesbians in the sea on the waves, bodyboarding and surfing and camping, and that was in Wales. Wales has been, and then what's happened to Wales? Oh my God, the government. So no, we had a great time, and the thing I would say at this age is, that I've noticed about living as a lesbian, is I'm way more confident, way more skilled, way more all sorts of things than a lot of women I meet of my age now. I really notice it. It's like, and in fact, I'm sometimes called, what is the word they use when I was working, whatever the word is, it's not nice. But it was my confidence, I don't ask permission from men to speak. I don't have to do anything. I'm just really used to being self-sufficient, knowing all the DIY skills.
Well, that's a cliche, that's true. Are there any, speaking of cliches, lesbian cliches, are there any lesbian cliches that are actually true? We've got DIY.
Well, I think there are, really. Give me one and I'll tell you.
Are you a dog lesbian or a cat lesbian?
I'm a dog lesbian. I know that, yeah. Dog lesbian.
A message for young...
And what do you do with a lesbian on the second date? Bring a suitcase or food in. I mean, that cliche is quite... I don't know if it's changed, but I do remember older lesbians talking about how their regrets were sometimes getting straight into relationships very, very quickly around sex.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's, I don't know.
What's the best thing about being a lesbian that's not really known? A message for younger lesbians. It's quite hard for them right now, and they're trying to come out and they're facing all this trans right activism. Is there any sort of best kept secrets of lesbianism? I know I shouldn't put this online,
but it's not really a secret, but the best thing is the sex.